Okay, so if you're worried about being misunderstood or speaking what's on your heart and your mind in meetings with friends, with families, or even sharing your story, you have this deep desire to be a speaker, but you're afraid to even share what's on your heart, this video is certainly for you because I want you to overcome the fear of using your voice. And so in this video, you're going to learn why we typically don't use our voice and a couple of things that you can do to help you start practicing using your voice. And so here's the thing. A lot of times we grew up because we had experiences of being misunderstood, and we might have been in families or in settings that didn't really honor the words that we had to say or assumed we meant something else, or people projected their own insecurities on us. All of these things probably took place, and so now we're adults and we're dealing with that. And the way that we're dealing with it is shrinking. Instead of being our full selves in spaces, we're actually taking our full selves out of spaces, being unsure, looking for verbal cues from other people to ensure that we're in a safe space. So, what I want to encourage you to do is practice being your full self and let go of normalizing shrinking. Because if you're anything like I was, you probably are going back and forth in your mind about, oh, why am I like this? I wish I would say more. I wish people would hear me. I wish people would do this, but I don't know if I want to say it or how I should say it. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want anybody to think a certain way about me. And if you're having all of those thoughts, then like myself, you might be in people pleaser mode. And I had spent years overcoming people pleasing. And people pleasing can keep you in a place of worrying about people's thoughts so much that you think that that's actually what they're thinking all the time. And most times they are not. They're not even thinking about half of the things that you think they are. And so, one thing is to really just start knowing that you are enough. So, there's a book that I talk about a lot by Louise Hay, and it's called You Can Heal Your Life. And one of the things she talks about is that you usually have issues that are connected to not feeling like you're enough. A lot of times we're afraid to share what we want to share because our experiences have taught us that we aren't enough, that we aren't enough in terms of our expertise, that we aren't enough in terms of the way that we navigate the world. Whatever the case is, we have felt like we're not enough. And so a lot of times that's why we shrink. We don't say anything because we don't think what we have to say is good enough. Nobody wants to hear what we have to say. Nobody has done it before. So I want you to practice telling yourself you are enough. You are enough. Your ideas are enough. You got receipts to show you're enough. So practicing you are enough can help you start speaking up, using your voice for the different areas that you want to start using your voice for. The other part is feeling safe. Again, one of the things that I pulled from that book too is that a lot of times our issues come from not feeling safe. We're in survival mode. So it's easy for us to fight, flight, or freeze. And in this case, freeze. I'm not saying anything. I don't want anybody to say anything about what I said. I don't want to make a big deal about it. All these things to make other people feel comfortable, yet you are anxious, you are in knots on the inside, you're not being able to be your full self, you're suppressing it. And so that's your survival technique, and it may have stemmed from a number of issues. But whatever the case is, you can just decide that I don't need that anymore. I can feel safe being myself. I can feel safe sharing my opinion. And that can really help you start saying more by just telling yourself, making yourself feel safe. Take time breathing and relaxing your shoulders and noticing the areas of your body that are tense when you're about to say something. And just tell yourself that you are safe. That's a great way to start igniting the courage and taking more action toward using your voice. The third thing, which I think is one of the most important things, is to practice. Find a safe place to practice. Practice with a friend, practice in the mirror by yourself, practice what you want to say. Even if you don't know what you want to say some days, just write a couple lines down of things that you wish you could say to such and such. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's a meeting, whatever you wish you could say, so that you can start training your brain to start using the words. And then you get a chance to like practice without feeling like, oh, I messed up. I didn't say the right thing. And honestly, none of us ever always say the right thing. It is from practicing with real people. But if you're not there yet, practice with yourself. Practice with a safe person so that you can just start allowing yourself to feel what it feels like to say the words. Now, this bonus thing that you can do is do what I love calling the what if strategy. But this what if strategy is around worst case scenarios. So think about the thing that you want to say, the story that you want to share. Maybe you desire to be a speaker and you want to start sharing your story on social media, or maybe there's a conference you really wanted to start talking at and you have, something that you want to share with a group and you're not sure how to share it. I want you to do what if worst possible scenario. So basically, practice really thinking about the worst case scenario, but not just thinking about it and going down this black hole of, oh my God, what if this happened? I want you to think about it from the sense of, okay, what if this really did happen? What would I do? I think that this activity is super powerful because when you start thinking about what you would do, most times, especially when I've done this with clients, they realize they wouldn't stop doing the thing that they desire. They would still speak up. They would still, create their personal brand. They would still advocate for themselves. They would still have their boundaries. They would still use their voice. They would just navigate the worst case in a way that works for them. Usually, this is a great way to just kind of like get your mind set up on already knowing that, okay, I got a solution for that problem. What's next? Because once you have a solution for it, you're usually going to do it. So if you like this video, then you'll really enjoy coming to one of my workshops, namely my magnetic presence workshop that starts next Wednesday. If you would like to come, then go ahead and click the link below. I'll be doing workshops every month this year that are focused on different areas that you can definitely develop in so that you can live your desired life. Hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.